Kori Сэндхагена told me earlier this week this could be a modern-day kung fu movie. Umar Nurmagomedov said he can't beat me anywhere. We shall find out. We're all set for a maximum five-minute rounds in the bantamweight division. The number 10 versus the number 2. If you needed reminding, Nurmagomedov is in the whites. Сэндхагена is in the black.
Сэндhagen's doing the right thing by getting forward. It's harder to wrestle when you're trying to wrestle off your back foot. When you're backing up, it makes it more difficult. But that's one thing Nurmagomedov has. He has that good front leg that he can be very active with.
No man has been able to solve the riddle of Umar Nurmagomedov, who stands at 17-0 right now. And he's in on a single.
He's in on the high cross there. Takes Kori down.
Wow. Already on the back.
He's got the hook. Kori does a really good job taking that hook out.
Yeah, that was important for Kori to fight that.
Very good. Great job by Сэндhagen.
And he knew that at moments in this fight, he's going to be on the ground. It's about how he reacts to it.
Yep.
These two were supposed to fight one another back in August of 2023, but Umar was forced to withdraw. That was a 10-week camp for Сэндhagen, but they've doubled down on that. Got some heads together to try and solve the puzzle.
Сэndhagen's going to have to pick up on the fact that Nurmagomedov's reaching down for the leg, trying to catch it to wrestle him. Umar's got to be very careful there.
Of course, it's an all-star corner for Nurmagomedov. Khabib, Javier Mendez. On the other side, Kori Сэндхагена has Trevor Whitman, Carrington Banks, Ryan Hall.
Great fight camps, great corners.
Absolutely. Winners.
Another single leg attempt here. Kori making him work for it.
Absolutely doing a good job of reaching, trying to get to the angle. Nurmagomedov has got too much space on this single leg. He's got to make a decision here. He's got to either roll his head to the inside or he's got to get lower on the leg. Сэндhagen doing a beautiful job for the takedown.
That is humongous for Kori Сэндhagen. It's huge.
I feel like he's going to have to do it a few more times.
He's going to have to do it a lot. But the earlier he can do it, the more often in this first round, that's going to pay dividends for him. 100%.
And then he can try to discourage Nurmagomedov from taking attacks.
For a lot of mutual respect between these two fighters. Start switching from Сэндhagen. He has never been outstruck in fights that have lasted longer than 1 minute and 30. Such is his activity.
Umar needs to settle down. He's got a lot of nervous energy right now. That's why he slipped and fell.
First main event.
Yeah, the first main event.
Here in Abu Dhabi.
Yep, doing fine though. Got 2 takedowns, landing strikes. He needs to really settle. Сэндhagen looks very comfortable right now.
It's an interesting conversation around the family name of Nurmagomedov. Umar was saying when his opponents look across the octagon and see Khabib and the team, they're intimidated. But there must be a pressure when you're fighting out of that camp.
Nice leg kick there from Сэндhagen. Staying very loose. Waiting for moments to attack Nurmagomedov. Trying to use feints to get him to open up. You can see he's got him baiting on that leg kick already a bit.
There's still a minute left in this round. Seems like the longest round ever.
Oh, but a little cut. Kori Сэндhagen.
Khabib is shouting that he believes that Umar is faster. "30 seconds left. The most significant strikes Nurmagomedov has absorbed in a UFC fight. It's 14 and counting. Сэндхаген tries to roll through.
Сэндхаgen is doing a really good job of just taking the hook out. Yeah. He's got to be very careful here, though. Can't get caught in the twister.
Last few seconds. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Let's see what they bring us for round number 2. Kori Сэндхаgen against Umar Nurmagomedov. Сэндhaghen holding that number 2 position in the bantamweight rankings. Let's bring in Coach Dean. Let's see what he's saying.
Well, Сэndhaghen had a very successful round, I thought, in terms of technically and tactically. However, what he wasn't able to do is hurt Nurmagomedov. He's got to find a way to try to hurt Nurmagomedov to discourage him from taking shots or even having any type of fight left in him. If you go back to Dustin Poirier and Islam Makhachev, Dustin was able to hurt Islam at times, which is what allowed him to have some success. And I think Kori needs to take a page out of that.
Beautiful. Beautiful lip on there by Nurmagomedov. Got to the single, came up to his feet, and just lift that arm to get behind Сэндhaghen. But Kori did a really good job right away, getting back to his feet and immediately attacking the lock of Umar.
Open space. Oh, nice left by Сэндhaghen.
And that's what he needs to land. That's kind of what Dean's saying. If he can land something like that, wobble him.
Nurmagomedov started as a striker, but it was his cousin who said, if you want to be a champion, you're going to have to learn the wrestling. And his uncle, the late great Abdulmanap, helped coach. And look at him today.
I was talking to Umar the other day on YouTube, from my YouTube channel, and we spoke about him coming to AK, and he said the first thing he did was ask a lot of questions because he knew that's where he would become a champion, learning to wrestle. He's been able to pick that up, but Kori Сэндhaghen's done a great job defending every takedown and getting back to his feet.
Wrestling and controlling fights, right, DC, around the judges' scoring criteria.
Yep.
Kick for kick.
Trevor Whitman picked up on that. He loved that. He said, hey, your kicks are working, so now you got the high kick and you got uppercuts. He still wants those weapons up the middle.
He is reaching for that leg.
Every time. Inside kick, outside kick. Umar reaches.
Сэндhaghen, a very cerebral fighter. You'd expect him to be downloading all of this information.
He's a very smart guy.
Especially something like that, when you start to see your opponent reaching for that leg to try to use it for a takedown, or they just get a nervous twitch with it, you've got to try to capitalize. But I like that he's not rushing. He's not going with crazy head kicks every time. He's still working the legs, waiting for the right moment to maybe throw something up high. Oh, there he went up high.
The corner of Сэndhaghen wanted him to be first more. You feel like he's waiting a little bit too long before he goes.
Since we last saw Kori Сэndhaghen, every decision that he's made has been led with the question, what makes me a world champion?
Yep. And a better fighter. What makes me better? These are two of the best bantamweights in the world. Both of these guys highly skilled and can do everything. I don't think it's ever been on more display than when Kori beat Marlon Chito Vera. His wrestling and grappling in that fight was so high level.
So Сэndhaghen's landed as many strikes as all of Nurmagomedov's combined opponents in the UFC. This is such a fascinating fight to analyze on paper. Ooh. Kicks out the leg.
Umar pulls him back into his lap.
Watch your fingers in the
Height here. Height here is going to be what wins, Paul. Whoever can get higher is going to win this position.
Oh, now he was able to bring him back down.
He's attacking his arm.
Oh, that is... It's a wonderful back take.
Oh, he's got the arm trap too.
Oh, these guys are scrambling.
Let's see, this is some high-level stuff.
Nice work. Oh, nice trip. Man, great pace from both these guys.
Wow, 10 seconds left in round number 2. Where did that go?
That was crazy. That was a great scramble.
The most anticipated UFC middleweight championship bouts will headline our next UFC pay-per-view, August 17th from Perth, Western Australia. South African champion Dricus du Plessis faces one of the greatest middleweights of all time, Israel Adesanya. Purchase $305 now, get $10 off if you buy before August 12th. Visit espnplus.com/UFC 305. Incredible matchups down the line here throughout the summer. But all eyes on this one at bantamweight.
The corner work was so phenomenal by both corners, but Trevor Whitman said you got to control his feet, Corey. That's the key. Controlling the feet and get that jab working is what they want. Carrington Banks told him, Corey, starting now, we've got to get this round. Starting to get some urgency in that corner.
What do you mean specifically by controlling the feet?
It's when Nurmagomedo, who is a conventional fighter, Corey goes southpaw. He's got to keep outside foot placement. He's got to keep him lined up so that he can then pop the jab. Like right here, he's got to make sure that he keeps Nurmagomedo in front of him so that then he can put the jab out there. And Сэндхагена to this point is doing exactly what they asked him.
Nurmagomedov crowd here inside the Etihad Arena.
Khabib wanted more punching from Umar, told him to believe in the strikes and in his hand.
Trust that power.
Yeah.
And on the other end, Corey, they really want him to get behind that jab more, get it going, just putting it out there.
You know, anytime you're in a fight, Paul, and these rounds are so close, I don't know how there's any comfort from anyone when you're walking back to the center of the octagon.
No, especially when you're in there, you never know what the
You never know what's going on, dude. I used to be on top of people for 3 minutes, and I go to the corner and go, did I win the round?
Yeah.
You have no idea what's everything's moving so fast. That's why you got to trust your corner and have the right people out there with you.
So we think we saw something that needs taking a look at. When Umar went back to his corner, he had a little limp, so they're taking a look in the truck to see what might have caused that.
Oh yeah, he did turn his ankle. That's not said that maybe he had a little nervous energy, but I didn't see that he turned his ankle there.
Just something that we need to maybe consider as we get deeper into this fight.
Seems to be moving pretty well, though,
Yeah.
that considered.
Сэндхагена brought in Ton Lee and a Taekwondo guy from the UK just to give him these looks. He said it was a very complex camp, given Umar's skill set. It is the striking that separates Nurmagomedov from the typical fighter that we've seen from that region. But he's leaning on that wrestling now. Great job by Сэндхагена once again to break the grip.
Сэндhagena does a really good job when he gets taken down. Just immediately getting to his feet and attacking the hands. Oh, nice right hand there by Nurmagomedov. Umar may need to do something different on the next takedown, Paul, opposed to trying to get the hands locked. Maybe go grab a wrist or something of Kori Сэндhagena, because right now, Kori is so well trained to go attack the lock that he hasn't held him down for any substantial amount of time.
No, yeah, I mean, every single time he immediately is reacting and doing the right things to fight it. And even when he does touch the mat, he's immediately, even when he gives his back up, he's prepared for Nurmagomedov to be taking his back. He's fighting the hands, he's finding his way to the cage.
Well, he's giving his back to get up. He's doing it purposely.
But he needs to create some big moments so that he can score and get some credit on the scorecards.
Right now, Nurmagomedov is fighting a really good round. And as a guy that's never been in a 5-round fight, he wants to be in the type of fight that he's comfortable in, right? the striking, but striking in moments opposed to just consistent striking. Almost point fighting right now is what they're doing.
The Nurmagomedo corner calling for a takedown to secure the round. Umar is outstriking Sændhagen in this round. There's that takedown, but he's going to need to do something with it. Remember, the judges are looking for damage and submission attempts.
Every time he gets his back, Sændhagen rolls. He immediately rolls to try to find a way to get up on his chest. Look at Kori, how he always stays higher than Umar on his back.
He's got to be more aggressive, just like his corner said. They said, listen, make him wrestle. Even if he gets you down to the ground, you're getting back up. We've got to try to put the pressure on and be more aggressive. And maybe even if you can create a scramble and get to a good position, be aggressive there.
They think their pace is too slow. They think they're down 3 rounds, and they feel that they've got to get to work.
The arrow can only be released by pulling it back. Sændhagen has to choose his moments wisely, however.
Sændhagen corner said they're okay with Kori getting taken down. He has not been able to control him at all. And you see Kori being a little more aggressive right now.
I think he's got to let the hands go. Dig to the body, go low, level change, straights to the body. Things that will put you in a position to be able to defend well if he does shoot.
Paul, how mentally taxing are these kind of fights when you're in there?
I mean, DC can talk about it too. When they're long fights like this, 5 rounds, and as we said earlier, you don't really, your corner can tell you whatever, but you have no idea what's going on. You're just so focused on each individual little moment and winning every little exchange that the time kind of just doesn't exist.
One of the things that we always tried to do at AKA was make sure that we weren't backing up, because that's exhausting. When you're the guy that's backing up, it's exhausting. So while Nurmagomedov is scoring in retreat, he's doing a really good job, Kori, of putting him on his heels, trying to push him back.
Now Kori definitely being more aggressive, pressing forward. That left hook is starting to find the mark a little bit, but still no real sting on it yet to affect Nurmagomedov.
No one was putting their arm in the air to fight Umar Nurmagomedov, but Kori Sændhagen wanted to try and figure it out. He recognized the bigger the balloon, the louder the pop, as he goes in quest of another shot at bantamweight gold.
Ooh, nice 1-2 there by Nurmagomedov. There it is, that little right, that little left hook there from Sændhagen is going to be very key, but you hear his corner telling him, we can't get tall when we throw it. Great counter there.
Yeah, beautiful counter from Nurmagomedov. I mean, he's throwing right back every single time.
The Nurmagomedov corner wants him going forward. Sændhagen has been intent this round to go forward. He's landing more, but because he's pressuring more, he's taking more shots also. It's a very competitive fight.
Concentration needed as these guys enter the fray. Collision of strikes. It's going to be a very tough one for the judges. They'll certainly
yes, it will be.
Earn their meal ticket tonight. Oh, great returns there by Nurmagomedov. Sændhagen keeping Nurmagomedov back with that jab.
Nurmagomedov does not want to fight him in a split stance. Every time Sædhagen switches, he tries to switch to the other side. Right now, he's in a split stance. And for the vast majority of this fight, when Sædhagen goes conventional, Umar goes southpaw, and vice versa, as he level changes to another takedown.
Nurmagomedov heavy here on the hips of Sædhagen.
Trying to keep Sædhagen's hands on the mat. See that? If you keep the hands on the mat, they can't fight your lock. Sædhagen then once again goes to that roll.
He's got to be careful. He's getting that arm trapped. Still,
last 10 seconds.
He's not been able to hold him down at all.
Not at all.
But
it's the striking of
he's adding it in, and he's landing more strikes.
The necessary motivation to leave it all out in the octagon here inside the Etihad Arena. Kori Sændhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. And the live odds very much siding with Umar.